it's Jennifer from the patio. Hello, hello. This morning we are on week 4 of the Pretty Pretty Pot Plants creating a journal. And so today we are making policy closures, we're making pockets, and we're also making a booklet. And so I wanted to show you, but I want to show you some magic because this is how it works. So we're going to make this. This is a policy closure. We're going to make some pockets, and we're going to make a flip out with some pockets and some inserts, and voila! Look, it's already done. Okay. So I already cut everything out and inked it so that I wouldn't bore you with all of those kinds of things. And so also what I did is I went ahead and I went through my kit and picked out some papers to make a journal. I didn't bind it yet because I didn't know if you guys would want to see that. So anyway, this is the ones that I picked. There are 32 background pages, which include like the dots and the stripe, you know, the lines, and in all different colors, as well as the floral, the pot plant backgrounds as well. So there's 32 of those, and then you get the each week, you know, the ephemera that we're making. So anyway, this is I just put this together. And I cut these all shorter for interest, and also so that you could see the matching papers, so it would just look good, you know. And I kind of want those in the middle, but so anyway, this is what we're going to be working with, because we've already made quite a bit of ephemera, 2 weeks worth, and so we need to start kind of putting it in the journal as we go, so we're not doing it all at one time. So today we'll go ahead and whatever we make, we'll put in the journal. So that is that. So this is what we have today. So I'm going to put them in little piles that go together, and this one is just gluing down. These are just pockets with a little insert card that we're going to put on a page together. So that is already done, cut out, inked, ready to go. So I'm going to put those aside. But today what we're working on is a policy closure. And so if you're familiar with this, you know that it's one of those little doodad envelopes that has the little circles, which is what these are. And then you get your little twine and you wrap it around to close whatever it is. So this is the policy closure, and so we're going to put that together like that with the little circles for closure. But before that, what we're going to do with this is we're going to cut little slits in each of these lines. So because we are going to be making next week a bunch of tags so that we can have those tags to put this in. So what we're going to do today is we're going to cut these, and then we're going to put it, you know, make the closure and then put it in the journal so that next week we'll have a space to put all of the tags. So I have my trusty a little craft knife here, which we have to be careful with because it is extremely sharp. Not to mention, look what I did. I got me a boo-boo. I went to a Super Bowl party last Sunday, and yay, Eagles! I'm so glad they won. It was a boring game because it was just one-sided, but that's okay. But anyway, I made cookies, my infamous sugar cookies, and touched this on one of the little racks in the oven. So anyway, so I'm going to stand for this, so hopefully, you know, I don't get in frame or anything, but we are going to go ahead and cut these out. And so I'm going to do it on the bottom mark of each one. And I love this. We are memory keepers. This is magnetic, and so this, you know, so what it does is it holds it. So look, I mean, you can just, and then you're not frustrated when it slips or does whatever. So okay, so we're going to get it out, And I'm not going to go all the way to the edge. I'm just going to go about like that and then pull it so that it doesn't, uh-oh, did I not push hard enough? Of course I didn't. All right, let's try that again. Let's try it again. And you don't want to go too hard at the very beginning anyway, just so that it doesn't. No, it's still not going through. Come on. This is a brand new blade. There it goes. Let me do this. There it goes. Okay. So I'm going to do the bottom one of each of those little slits so that you can, let me make sure. Yes, that one went through. And you don't have to do all of these. I just made them like that because I just think it looks so cool and cute whenever you have a lot of different sized tags in one little area. And we are going to reinforce the back. It's going to be, you know, against the page. So let me make sure that went, yes, it went through. So you don't have to worry that it's not going to be sturdy enough. So, and if you wanted to, you could back the back, you know, you could back it just so it wouldn't, you know, be too flimsy or whatever. But I haven't had a problem with it. Once you glue it down, it's fine. And I kind of got off on that one, but you know, this is junk journaling. This is not let's be perfect. Okay, so there we have all of the slits, and so they're just opening up like that. So you're going to be able to put a tall tag in here, and then another one, and then like a little bitty one at the bottom. It's going to be fun. Okay, so that is that. So today's video will probably be pretty quick, you know, because since I've cut everything out and have everything ready to go. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to sit down. And this is the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and glue these on before we attach it to the page. And so I'm going to do that so that I can see and make sure that they are in the same spots. So I'm going to center it on this one as best I can. Then we're going to get out our trusty art glitter glue, and then I'm just going to, I'm not going to get the edge obviously right there. It's gonna you know, if I get too close it'll glue it down, and that's not really what I want to do. So come on, Mr. Art. Come on, Mr. Art. The weather shouldn't have anything to do with this glue being silly, even though it is in the 50s today. Yesterday it was 79 here in Texas, and then today, and then we've had cold weather, then we've had hot, like it's almost, you know, summer here, and it just is like, I was talking to my sister yesterday, and I'm like, this weather is crazy. Like, I just do not get it at all. Okay, so we're just going to glue this down, and then we'll do the other side, and then we'll make sure that they are even. Okay. But anyway, yeah, the weather has just been crazy. But today it's cool and I love it. I have my patio door open and letting that good cool breeze come in. There is nothing like good cold weather. Now you could ink this, you know, I've already inked the edges there. And so now that we have this together, so it's going to go like this, and then we have our little dots that we're going to make. But I'm going to go ahead and ink those little cut places so that those will be just kind of stand out a little bit, you know, and then it doesn't have that white look on it. You know, that's really what we want to do, is just get rid of that white so that when we're looking at it, we don't see it. And so we'll just get that done. Hope everybody's doing good today. Having a good crafty day, just doing what you love to do. Don't you just love being able to do what you love to do? I do. I do. I'm really enjoying. I'm going to do a little bit on the top too, so that I don't think you're going to see it, but you might. You just might. Okay, so we'll just get that done. Okay, it looks flimsy, but once you glue it down, you're going to be fine. Okay, so here we go. So now what we're going to do is I gave you 4 different patterns of circles so that you could pick which one you wanted. Well, maybe I lied and gave you, no, there's one in there. Yes, 4. So I kind of like these pretty flowers. I don't know if you can see them, but they're the same, but I like those. And then these are a rose. This is pretty. So I think with this, I kind of like these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these together with, I just punched out some circles the same size, and then I'm just going to reinforce with like 2, and then I'll punch through, and that way it'll give us some sturdiness so that we're not, you know, we don't have a little flimsy closure, because we don't want that. Plus it'll give us a little bit of height too. So we're just going to add that on. Yeah, I told my husband, I said, I hope I don't scar from that. I put some aloe vera on it, but I didn't continue to do so. You know, aloe vera is our friend when it comes to these kinds of, you know, bobos. You know, when you have a burn, that aloe vera really does make a difference. Okay, so we'll let that, before we poke a hole in it, we're going to let that kind of sit for just a minute. So then we'll do our next one. Yeah, it just seems like the glue is a little thick today, I guess because of the cold. There's a little bitty white part right there, and we'll take care of that. So I am already working on the next kit that I have called Come Away With Me. And so I am really enjoying putting this kit together. But I really love the new one. I really do like the new kit that I'm coming up with. It's a pretty watercolor cottage theme. It's sweet is what it is. So, okay, so now that I have those, we'll put these 2 aside. And I keep everything. Keep everything, because you just never know what we're going to do next. Because at the end of this, once we put our journal together, we'll probably add a little bit of extra ephemera. And so we just need those extra pieces so that we have something to make stuff with. Okay, so let's just ink these. Little Bubba well, he's not little, but Bubba just woke up. That dog sleeps. I mean, he is getting older. I think he's 15, maybe. All of our dogs live a long, long life. But anyway, he slept in this morning. The other day I went in there and I was like, "Good morning, Bubba." And he growled at me like, "Woman, leave me alone." Okay, I don't need this. And I was like, "Well, you don't have to be ugly. I'm just saying good morning." But anyway, he was cracking me up. I'm like, "Ew, don't be growling at me, dog." And then he got in trouble last night because he ate my husband's. This is the third pair of earbuds, but they're the kind that they're not wireless. They do have a wire. My husband listens to, you know, stuff before he goes to bed, but he puts it underneath his pillow. And the first one that Bubba ate, he had it strung out on the bed. And, you know, I don't move anything, you know, hey, that's what he's doing. And so anyway, Bubba had eaten that and he got so upset. And then he got another pair and then he ate that one like, I don't know, like 3 weeks ago. And then yesterday he had it underneath his pillow and he, you know, I guess that's what Bubba does in the morning when he sleeps late is he eats whatever he can find on the bed. But anyway, he ended up eating them again, eating that pair. And my husband was so livid yesterday. I said, don't worry, Amazon's our friend. I'll have you some new ones by tomorrow. So I had to order them. And I went ahead and ordered three sets of them. I'm like, good God, if this dog keeps eating them. Now, he didn't eat the whole thing. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can put these together. And then I'm going to punch a hole right in the middle so that they're both even. And we will see what that looks like. And I'm not shooting for perfection here, but I would like to have, I don't know, y'all. I think I did pretty, no, it's a little off, but that's okay. Yeah, when you turn them over, you can see. But anyway, so yeah, it just cracking me up. So he can be a very bad dog, but we still love him. He's a sweet baby. Okay, so now we are going to determine where we want our closures to be. And they are going to overlap a little bit, which is fine because I kind of did it so that when these close, whatever is inside the pockets will kind of be hidden a little bit. And so that's why I did it like that. Even for this one, you know, that way if this is, you know, if this is in here like this, that would kind of close it up a little bit. And then you could just see a little peek through. Okay, so we have these two, and this one's going to go like this. And I'm going to look at, it's going to be here. And so let me just line these up. And I want it far enough away. Okay. I'm going to get my pencil and just kind of put a little dot there. Same as that. Put a little dot there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get my ruler out and measure. I'm going to put it back. Put it back this way. Make sure it's lined up, and then I'm going to put it. Okay, I got that one's pretty good. Was that the other one? Yeah, this one looks like it's out further. One. Yeah, that was pretty spot on. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold them up. Yeah, because the top one is a little bit bigger than the bottom. Okay. And I'm going to punch that out. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so here is what I thought about. And now that I'm looking at it, I don't know. I got these little orange brads. I mean, we want a little bit of, but the only thing is they're really short, so I don't think those are gonna work for me with this because I've put too many layers on that. And so I'm gonna get out my little brad collection that I actually got from a friend of mine. She was so generous, and she gave me, there's a stack of about, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th one. A stack of 7 of these full of brads and, oh my goodness, just all kinds of things. And I was just flabbergasted. I was like, you want to give me these? And she's like, yes, that's, I'm not using them. She is an amazing artist, and she just does all kinds of fun things. So I'm looking and wondering if if these, they have to have a long stem, and so that's why I'm looking, because these do not. Now these do, but I don't like that color with this. Let me get another one. Let's just see what we have. Look at this, y'all. Seriously, is that not just amazing? I have every color, and I'm looking to see. You know what? This one would be so pretty. Let's see what that looks like. And they sparkle. I think there's some bigger ones in here and some smaller ones. So let's do that. But yes, isn't that amazing? Lisa, thank you, Lisa. You know which Lisa you are if you're watching. Thank you so much, because these have been a blessing to me. I have just I had some brads of my own, but not like this. What a collection. Okay, so then we're just going to put this on. So we'll put this through here first, and hopefully the hole is going to be, yes. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. So pretty. Okay, let's push that through. Love it. Love it. Okay. Oh, that is going to be pretty. Okay. And then we'll do this one, and this one's going to go like this. Push that through and push this through. Okay. So this is going to go like this on the page, and then to close it, we are going to use, be careful, Bubba. We are going to use some, good morning, honey. Good morning. Some twine. And we're going to get that in there and make sure that this, yeah, it works fine. So let me tie this. So all you do is you just take your twine and you put a knot in it, if and you can, and then you pull it so that it's, tight. And then you could do another one on this side. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Sometimes I tend to put just like a little piece of glue in there, but and then just kind of shove it in there or whatever. But this is crafting. We do things like that. So let me go ahead and just do this side too. I don't want to cut it off yet because I don't want to cut too much. And then it will be in my little scrap jar, which is getting to be fairly large. Okay, get in there. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. I can do this. Okay, let me do it this way so I can grab it. It's kind of frayed on the end, so it's kind of giving me a little there. Okay. And you know, I made one of these little doodads. Let me see if I can find it. A doodad. I know it's around here somewhere. But anyway, I made a doodad that you put, that you slide on when you put this on, and it gives you a little bit of room so that you can actually, you know, get your, okay, so there. That looks good. I always like it to kind of end on the right. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, so if this one's here, we go right and right. Let me cut that off. There. Pretty. Okay. So that is, sorry about the noise of the door. Okay, so that is that. And so now what we're going to do is we already inked it. And so now we are ready for this to go in the journal. But not quite yet. I think I'm going to just cut this little bitty piece off so that nobody gets confused on what that is. Like, what is that piece? Why is it there? There. Okay, perfect. Let me put that aside with our pockets. So now we're going to work on the booklet, the fold-out booklet. And I did not put a background page on this. And so what I thought, since it is going in my journal, that I would decorate it with some dots or something, because, you know, I'm a big dot fan. And I'm actually going to do the other one too with some of these. But I thought we could just stencil some little dots on here randomly just to make it look. There's my purple one. I don't want a lot. I just want a little bit, just to kind of have some, just a little bit of background. Yeah, just enough to see, just faint, but something that just kind of gives it a little bit of interest. And we're going to have our pockets down on the bottom part. So, yeah, see there. We'll have our pockets down here, but I'm going to go ahead and just put a few, that because they may need to peek out a little bit. Okay, perfect. And then while I have this out, I'm going to get this is one of my favorites. But let's do this one. Let's do this one. I know this one seems... Let's just do... I have vintage photo on this. And this is like splatter. Let's do a different pattern. It just gives it a little bit of interest since I didn't put a backing on this. I did a lot of the pages, but this one, I don't know why I didn't, and that's okay. So when you open it, you'll just see a little bit of, you know, a little bit of something. So, oh, yeah, it actually goes this way. Okay, so now we got that taken care of. We have a little bit of interest in the back. And so this ephemera piece is a fold-out booklet. And so it folds up like this. And then when you open it, and you can open, if you're right-handed or left-handed, however it is that you want to open it. I think I'm going to do it this way. So I made 3 little gusset pockets, and in each one, I made a little card, a writing space card with lines on it to fit in each one of those. So I have a pink one, a purple one, and a tan one. And so we'll go with pink here, purple in the middle, and then tan on this side. So that's all we're going to do. We're just going to glue these down. So I went ahead and inked them. and scored them. And so everything is ready to go. Just a very simple kit. It is my, well, it isn't my first one, but I've made some of my own just for myself, but my first one to put out there to sell. And I am going to say, you know, go to my Ko-Fi. I say Ko-Fi, it's Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi site. And I have freebies for each week that we are making this journal. So every week you get something different from what is in the kit. But also you can go and purchase the kit on my Ko-Fi site. And so, excuse me. So, you know, please go over and check that out. And then also, see how nice that fits. And then also just, you know, every week I'm going to have a freebie. So this week I'll put this out probably Monday. You'll get the freebies on Monday. But yeah, go check out the kit. You know, it's like it's 60 something pages. I mean, it's a large kit, and I feel like the price is pretty reasonable. So, you know, go check it out and you know, grab you one, and then you can make this right along with me, and we can have fun together. Okay, we'll put the purple one in the middle. Down and down. Excuse me. I think that sliding glass door being open with this cold front may be affecting me. So I do want to say, too, that if you're enjoying yourself and, you know, you like what you see and, you know, please think about liking the video and subscribing to the channel and helping me build my business. I would greatly appreciate it. So that one goes there and that one goes there. So there we go. We have all three, and then it folds up like this. And then I don't know why I didn't cut it out, but there is a piece that goes here that you use as a closure. But the other thing that we can do too, and we'll do that today, is, you know, we can just use some twine. We can just close it up with a piece of twine, and how cute would that be, just to make a bow and have that. Let me push that down. So it's not a complicated kit. It's just a sweet little, let's get back to some basic kit with pockets and folds and policy closures, and we're going to do a big old waterfall, which I love waterfalls in a journal. I think they're just so cool. And, okay, get back. Thank you. Okay, so see, that's just something to kind of hold it together. And then you're going to put it in your bucket. Okay, so there's that. There's this. And then there's these. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put them in the journal so that we can get that done, because like I say, if we wait, then what will happen is we're going to have a whole session of us just putting ephemera in the journal. Okay. So this, like I said, this is the journal. So let's look and see what we want to do. Don't necessarily want to put the same colors on the same pages, because this is a purple pink, and although these would look really pretty here, I don't know, maybe I should just keep them color coordinated, right? Okay, well then let's do that. Let's see where the other pink page is. It might work on this one too. I kind of like it on this page. I do. I kind of like it on this page. And I don't know what happened with my printer, but it was acting up. How rude. Printed with some lines. Okay, so we're just going to put these about like this. And this goes in here. So we want to make sure we don't get it too far down. That looks good. So that's about... okay. So we are just going to glue these down. And I'm going to say that this looks about right. I'm going to line it up with those little dots right there. Puff out the little middle. Push the edges at the top just so you can get a little bit more room for your card. So we'll wait and let that dry, but that looks good. And then we'll do this one. I think this is my favorite background paper, is the pink dots. I don't know why. I just like the shabby chicness of it. And then I'm going to put this one down here. There. Okay. We'll put this one here and this one here. And the backs, you know, you can write on that, but it's pretty because it has the shabby pinkness in there. Okay, so there's one. So that's going to go like that. And then you flip this and then oof, that's going to be really pretty. So now let's do the brown one. I say brown, but it's tan. Let's see. I like the lines on that. And that one too. You know what? I think I'm going to put it on this side because there is not anything on this page. Okay, so this is the bottom because this is where the little, it's like a cart that's on there. And so let's make, yeah, that's right. Okay, so what we're going to do on this is we're not going to touch any of this middle because everything needs to be able to slide down. So whenever you put something in the top, I want it to go all the way down to the bottom so I can have a long tag and then the next, you know, down. So we're definitely going to glue the tops and the sides so that it gives it stability. Okay. And so I'm actually going to come down a little bit just to kind of give it a little bit of extra glue there. It is a belly band, but in a different kind of a way. So we're going to glue these down completely. And then on this, we're just going to glue the sides. So we'll just come down like this, and then we'll come down like this. And that's why I didn't go to the edge either. Okay. And then I always have to stand for this. Please stand for this. Okay. Take that out so I can see if we're even. We're a little off, but I am not worried about that. Okay, that looks really good. That looks good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's look at that. Okay, that looks really nice. I like it a lot. Let me grab some tags and just kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So see, so now you have this, which you kind of have to make sure it doesn't, I mean, actually you could do that that looks kind of cool. But, you have it so that this will go all the way down to the bottom. This isn't glued in, it's just being cantankerous. Get down in there. So you'll have that, and then, you know, this one can go here. But I do kind of like this whole, let's, you know, stick one and then have it come out the other. That's kind of cool. So anyway, that's what it's going to look like. And then these are going to be closed up. Of course, this is too big for this. It's too tall. But that's about as high as you can go. But that's going to look so good. But the tags that we're making are actually all small. So they're just going to kind of tuck in that way. And so anyway, so that's going to go like that. So that's going to be really nice. I like that. So we'll put these back. Okay, so there's that. And let's close it back up. Okay. And then put this back in here. And now let's look for a spot for this. The only problem that we have right now is we do not have our pockets made yet to fit this. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to make a little pocket real quick and put that in there. So I have purple lines. I did 2 of each. So I have 2. Oh, here's the other one. Here's the other purple. So we have that one, and then we should have one more. There's a pink and a brown and a purple and a pink. I guess I didn't do 2. Oh, of course it's up here. But, okay, so then we have to do it on this one. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to look through my kit real quick and see what I want to make a pocket out of. So these are the pinks. I don't think I want to do that. Okay. I could make a pocket. Okay, that's not the same. I can make a pocket out of that. That's cute. And then also I could make a pocket out of that. Let's see what else we have. We have this one. I like that. I think I'll do that one. Okay, so let's just make a pocket. So this is, we are looking at 1, 2, 3 and a quarter maybe. So we can do it 4. We can make it 4 inches wide. But I want to get that one in, so that's 4 1/4. So let's do 5. And then let me cut it and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give me a little bit of prettiness on the top. So I'm going to cut it at 4. And then this is, let's do 4 3/4. I'll save that piece for something. And then I'm going to put a decorative edge on the top. How about that? That'll just add us a little bit of extra goodness. So when you use these punches, all you're going to do is center it first, and then you line it up with the little circles. Well, whatever design it is, but this one happens to be. And then there you go. How cute. Love it, love it. I need to run some aluminum foil or something in there. Just kind of punch it a little bit. Okay, so guess what it needs? It needs a little ink. Yes, I love ink. I'm using vintage photo. So we'll just ink the top so that it kind of stands out a little bit. And I'm going to round these. Just a little bit. just a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to just do that to my little, that's going to be cute. Okay, so there's that. So let's get this out to our purple page. I'll move this. And we have lines that we can use, so we can put that there. That's going to be nice, and then this will stick inside of it. Voila! Along with some other tags, because we're going to have loads and loads of tags. Once we're through with this, I think, you know, you have a little extra piece of ephemera with every week that we do this. So, but I think next week is tags and pockets. And so we're just going to have tons of tags to play with and stack. Okay. So let's put that one up. And then I'm going to pop that up just a little bit higher because that is pretty thick. And I don't want to put a gusset in there just because I don't want to. So that's going to fit just perfect. But let's let that kind of... Okay. And that is today's project. How fun and cute. And we're on our way to making a journal and getting everything put in. And so I might even do a video, an extra one for next week, that we go ahead and put the ephemera that we already made in, so that, and I didn't want to bind it yet, but I will. I mean, I can go ahead and do that for next week's video, and then that way we're on our way. I did want to do it, you know, have a video where I bound the journal, you know, I did the binding and all of that. I still need to ink the pages. That's why I haven't put them together yet either. But, you know, sometimes I'll make a journal just like this. I'll have the layout of what I want, and I'll put everything in, and then I'll bind it at the end. Because a lot of my journals, let me show you one actually. A lot of my journals, I love sentiments. I love words. And so I do a lot of stamping. So I love, and when you have a big old gator mouth like these, it's hard to get the stamp. So I'll do the pages way before I bind it. And so I'll go in and figure out which ones I'm going to stamp, and you know, and so I love stamps, and I love to put that in my journals that I make. Now the one we're making right now is a little bit different, but see, like here, I still need to put a little bit of a sentiment here. So, but I mean, I love to stamp. I stamp all of them, you know, everywhere. But anyway, so this is kind of a, I love these tall ones. I'm working on something right now. It has 2 signatures in it, and this one only has 1. But I found that it's such a gator mouth, and I love that because there's so much in here, so many goodies and just little, you know, things. But I thought the next one, so that's my pretty blue one. So this one that I'm working on is 2 signatures, and it's the same amount of pages, but there's just 2 signatures, and then I bound it so that it would lay a little bit better. I haven't put any ephemera in yet, but that way it just kind of lays like this. But anyway, I get a lot of people that really enjoy these tall ones to write in, and I do too. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm very, you know, excited, and just, you know, just enjoying crafting and doing my thing. So anyway, that is what we're done for today. And so we're just building this journal and But I'll go ahead next week. I'll make a video right after this and bind it and put the ephemera in. And then that way you have another video that you can watch. I hope you liked what you saw today. Like I say, please like and subscribe and help me build my channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, you only know what you know until you know something different. Bye-bye.